Honda just dropped the CMX850 Rebel V3, and let me tell you, if freedom had a sound, it would probably be this bike's exhaust note. What's up, fellow riders? Welcome back to Biker's Choice, the only place where we believe life's too short for slow bikes and quiet exhausts. Today, we are talking about Honda's latest bad boy, the CMX850 Rebel V3, launching fresh in 2025. If you've ever wanted a cruiser that blends power, style, and rebellious attitude and won't make your wallet cry, then buckle up, or, well, helmet on, because this might just be your next dream bike. Let's dive into this beast and see if Honda's really cooked up a true rebel, or just a cruiser with an identity crisis. The Rebel legacy. Before we get into the 2025 model, let's take a quick pit stop down memory lane. The Honda Rebel line has been around since the 80s, back when mullets were cool and motorcycles didn't need traction control, or maybe they did, but riders didn't care. The Rebel started life as an affordable, beginner-friendly cruiser. Over the years, though, Honda gave it a serious glow-up, especially with the CMX500 and CMX1100 models. Now, Honda's aiming straight at that sweet middle ground and in rides the CMX850 Rebel V3. It's like the Goldilocks of cruisers, not too small, not too big, just right. Engine and performance, punchier than your morning coffee. Let's get to the heart of this bad boy, the engine. Honda dropped a brand new 850 cubic centimeters parallel twin into this Rebel, tuned for torque and low-end grunt. We are talking around 80 horsepower and 75 newton meters of torque, numbers that'll make your heart race faster than when you see blue lights in the rearview mirror. The power delivery. Smooth as butter, but punchy enough to remind you this ain't a toy. Twist that throttle, and the CMX850 surges forward like it's late for a bar fight. Whether you're cruising through town or hitting the open road, this engine's got pull for days. And the exhaust note. Oh man, Honda finally gave the Rebel the angry growl it deserves. It's not obnoxiously loud, sorry, Harley fans, but it's got that deep, throaty rumble that makes people turn their heads. Design, a Rebel with a cause. Let's be honest, cruisers are about attitude, and the CMX850 V3, it's dripping with it. Honda kept that minimalist, bobber-inspired look from the previous Rebels but gave it some extra muscle. The tank is beefier, the frame is cleaner, and the rear fender hugs the fat tire like it's afraid to let go. The headlights are modern LED setup, but it still gives off those old-school vibes. It's like Honda figured out how to make retro look futuristic, and somehow it works. You get two style options: matte black, for those who like their bikes like their coffee; pearl crimson red, because sometimes you gotta let the world know you're coming. The CMX850 Rebel V3 looks like it skipped leg day but hit upper body twice, lean, mean, and built to intimidate. Tech and features. Now, I know what you're thinking, cruisers are supposed to be simple, right? Well, Honda said, nah, let's load it up anyway. Ride modes, standard, sport, and rain. Sport mode basically turns it into a middleweight street fighter in disguise. Honda Selectable Torque Control, HSTC, fancy words for traction control, so you don't end up hugging a lamppost. Assist and slipper clutch, smooth downshifts, even if you forget you're not Marc Marquez. Full color TFT display, it's clean, bright, and Bluetooth ready, so you can jam to your favorite tunes while cruising. Oh, and did I mention cruise control? Yeah, Honda finally threw it in. Long rides just got way more comfortable. Handling and comfort. The CMX850 isn't just about looking good and sounding mean, it rides like a dream too. Honda's dialed in the suspension with 41mm telescopic forks up front and dual rear shocks that actually soak up bumps instead of rattling your spine. The riding position is relaxed, feet slightly forward, bars within easy reach, perfect for those long, lazy rides. It's nimble enough to handle city streets without feeling like you're steering a boat, but stable enough to cruise highways without getting tossed around. Basically, it's got the chill of a cruiser with a sneaky dose of sporty DNA. The price, worth it or wishful thinking? Alright, let's talk numbers, because, let's face it, that matters. Honda hasn't officially dropped the price yet, but word on the street is we're looking at around $9,500 to $10,500 USD. For a mid-sized cruiser with this much style, tech, and performance. That's a steal. It slots right between the smaller Rebel 500 and the beefier Rebel 1100, making it the perfect middleweight cruiser for riders who want more power without breaking the bank. Final verdict, is the CMX850 Rebel V3 a game changer? So, should you buy the Honda CMX850 Rebel V3? If you're after a cruiser that looks badass, sounds mean, and rides like a dream, without paying Harley prices, then heck yeah, this might just be your bike. It's got enough power to keep experienced riders grinning, but it's still forgiving enough for newer bikers to handle. Honda really nailed the balance here, a modern cruiser with old-school soul. That's a wrap, riders. If you're hyped about the CMX850 Rebel V3, or if you're still deciding between this and another cruiser, hit that like button and subscribe to Biker's Choice. We've got more bike breakdowns, reviews, and moto madness on the way. And hey, drop a comment below, would you pick the CMX850 Rebel V3, or is there another cruiser stealing your heart? Ride free, ride loud, and remember, it's not about the destination, it's about how loud you get there.